Hi, Joe Bolte, PFR technician and herbicide specialist from our Effingham, Illinois location. Today I'm standing out in our pre-emerge timing. Now, Luke Schulte did a video on our herbicide series talking about the pre-emerge timing. Today we're going to focus on when should I make that post-trip application. In today's world, we have a lot of exciting different post-herbicides, but everything has the same thing in common, is spraying weeds when they're small and spraying an in-season residual before that barrier breaks. So we want that post-trip to not be a rescue trip. In our untreated checks, where we have a lot of weeds, we don't want that mess. That's why we talk about the power in the pre's using multiple effective sites of action. So here is an Authority Supreme. So it's a group 14, group 15 product. Very effective on water hemp. So as I started walking the field, I started looking maybe for little weeds. You know, June we were very dry, but here the last week we started getting a little bit of moisture. We got the warm weather. This is ideal time for water hemp to emerge. So from 60-mile-an-hour view driving down the road, it looked great. I would never guess that we had a lot of weeds and I shouldn't even be worried about spraying. But as I got out here and started walking the plot, I think this is a prime example of the post-application timing. So if you see here these flags, each one of these flags represent a weed, a water hemp that has emerged. This is just water hemp. So this is our troublesome weed here at Effingham. So each one of these flags, we have a little bitty water hemp. So from 60 mile an hour, I would have never noticed that until we got out to walk. So from driving by, it looked good. I wouldn't be worried about my post-application. But when we get out here, we start actually looking at these weeds, it's now time to get the sprayer ready, right? We need to get out here, spray these weeds when they're less than 4 inches, no matter if we're talking about Enlist, we're talking about Liberty. Even though we have these effective sites of action that we can spray post, spraying weeds when they're small is key. We're going to have a lot greater success, and then making sure that post-trip is successful. So that's the thing to keep in mind as we get into that post-trip window, is to really get out there and look for those weeds. Select chemistries that are going to be effective for the weeds you have. So here, I look here, we have water hemp. So, you know, a Liberty or an Enlist application here in these Enlist E3 soybeans is going to work out perfect. But if I had maybe some cocklebur or some velvet leaf or some of those other weeds that glyphosate is going to be very effective on, now I maybe need to start thinking about having glyphosate in that tank. So go out there, evaluate your weeds. Don't let the weeds get too big. Get out there, spray those weeds when they're small, and make sure that you're using multiple effective sites of action that post-trip. Thank you for watching.